Continue from where we left off. So doing this neural network trainer web application in Flask. It's doing something, training to hidden layer a neural network that predicts this, trying to predict this sinusoid waveform. You can change your training set size from 1 to 100. 50 is default. We try 100, just adding more data points in there. So hopefully it helps the training, maybe a bit. We get about, actually get a good result of this. Just pop it into ChatGPT quickly. The problem that I'm trying to figure out, well, that's, I mean, to some of you it will be obvious why does that happen, but with the same parameters when we retrain, we don't get the same results every time, which is a bit odd to know why that is happening. Let me know if you know. Let me know if you know is it's not even something LLM would have said. It's very poorly phrased, isn't it? Yeah, but you can see here that we train the same thing using the same parameters. The input is the same. It has 0 noise level. But we get very different results. And yes, if you haven't checked biomedical.com, please go do so. You'll be supporting the project that way. So one suggestion is to what could be going on. This random initialization. We tried setting up a set the number of seeds function, but that utility is not present. So we're getting an error out of it. It seems like TensorFlow.js doesn't have a built-in method to set global random seed. It's using built-in JavaScript math random function for generating random numbers, which does not support setting a seed. This means that the randomness in TensorFlow is not deterministic. If we need deterministic behavior, we need to mock the random number generation function used in the code to return predictable value. but that won't affect the randomness in the TensorFlow JS library. Okay, essentially two chatbots talking to one another. What else was suggested? Use non-stochastic optimizer. This isn't always feasible since stochastic optimizers are typically more effective, but in some cases using non-stochastic optimizer might yield more consistent results. And how do I do that? Let's ask Copilot. The model compile optimizer CGD. Aren't we selecting it from? Yes, if using SGD. Like that. Aren't we meant to be then stochastic gradient descent? Let me just do it by selecting SGD. As you can tell, they are still different every time you train. So SGD, stochastic gradient descent, is non-stochastic optimizer. And this will override. Well, no, we don't want to do it. We can just select SGD as default. So we don't need that. And select it as default in the HTML. Keep in mind that this might not always be the best choice. Stochastic optimizers are often better. Well, first, it doesn't even work. It does not work. So when using non-stochastic optimizer, SGD doesn't seem to make any difference. The training is still different every time. Very different. Every iteration. What else? Increase model robustness. Okay, that might require a separate prompt. Increasing model robustness. Making a model architecture more robust can reduce the impact of robustness. Okay, how do we select a JavaScript? Let's see if Copilot can help, if anything. I think it's suggesting to add more layers. 2 more layers for each hidden layer. The number of units in these layers is the same as the original hidden layers. The activation function is also the same. Adding more layers or neurons can make your model more complex and might lead to overfitting. Well, thanks for that. Do we really need a more complex averaging results? Train the model several times and average the prediction from each run. Let's start with that quickly. By the way, while it's generating, yeah, someone was posting this, what are they called? What about this game, right? So I had apparently this statistical inference. So you need to find words that are related to statistical analysis. A very fun game, of course. And who would be better at playing this game than GPT-4? But apparently it couldn't actually do it. It couldn't generate code that actually works. Possible directions, what? Okay. So it's searching. So it generated Python code that is supposed to take that image. It's turning it into a grid matrix. It generated a list of a theme, words related. I'm sure it can generate like a gazillion of them. That's what it's good at, right? Well, I mean the actual LLM, and then Python could just do the automated search. And another cool thing about it, yeah, I'm thinking adding something like that to the website, where you could play these games and select the topic. So for example, select whatever statistic, so it gives you this one, and you have to find these words, but might also give you EEG and analysis, and then you have to find words related to EEG analysis. How cool would that be? But of course we won't be doing those manually. I think some people do. We want to have something automating the generation of those letter grids. I'm pretty sure it can do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's having trouble to actually solve this one, to play this game, because it's trying to run stuff on its own server, which is never successful. I don't even know why, why bother. So I need to run it locally. Might try it sometime, maybe next week. You have to remind me. Just read this quickly because I've been talking too much. Okay, this is nice, but we actually need to improve the code. So assuming we do not need to make this model more complicated than it already is, what can we improve? Well, on the visualization front, the CSS code is not doing super well. Sorry for that, had to sneeze. Like there is a was not snooze, a mute button can be very helpful. Yeah, so that's what it looks like when I use the CSS that we currently have. That kind of makes things a bit well, how do I say it politely? Ugly. And let's format the document quickly. You only have about 86 lines of HTML. The rest is the description. We're not currently doing anything in Python. However, we probably could store, each run on the server. Do I want your runs? So if someone's using the website, it will actually send all the parameters and the result. And the result should be this one value, like the minimum training loss function output. And then we'll need like an iteration number. This will be a table that we store. I don't know, is it useful at all? Let me know what you think. And yes, go check out bionichaos.com. All the tools I develop eventually available on this website. They all being deployed eventually. And you will be helping out the project by visiting the website. And because you'll be watching some ads, so don't forget to turn off your ad blocker when you do so. Let's do one more iteration on the CSS. Can we improve the CSS script? Currently, when the window is wide, the controls are not displayed on the side of the two charts. Can we fix this? Here is the code that we currently have. So that becomes not very usable. Okay, so it's adjusted the controllers. Today still don't appear on. Yeah, once something doesn't work in the first prompt, it probably would not work at all. So on a narrow screen, it's working as expected. However, on a wider screen, the controls don't seem to fit on the side of the two charts. Yep. regenerating the whole CSS. Obviously not gonna read it all. There's no way. I will, however, test it. Currently it's 120 lines. Let's reduce the number of lines. No, it's not right. It's still generating because I copied it halfway through generation. That's not cool. Okay, what on earth? Okay, so it's on small window, it's fine. On large window, it still doesn't fit. The max width for the controls on larger screens it doesn't work. On the narrow screen they will just appear top to bottom, and this one does not. Okay, still doesn't work on a larger screen. The controls do not appear on the side of the two charts. Can we use a different approach? On a larger screen, just make sure that the controls fit. Make the again on the larger screen, make the charts width not to be wider than 2/3 of the screen. Let's regenerate this thing. Okay, 780. 780. Main content, space, flex start, center, okay. This goes in. Check it out. It works on smaller screen, larger screen. All that stuff meant to be in there. Why is it not working? Need to make sure this one is not too wide. Train, what's this button called? I forgot. Train button. It's too wide. Why is it too wide? Who knows? Train button. The controls are still not on the side of the charts. Something is still wrong. Can you check the whole CSS code? Yep. Yeah, but it's starting to generate slowly like this. It's a very not good sign. Well, at least we have something working. So I don't know if it's... Yeah, you always want to fix everything before, the big release. But we won't be able to fix everything. Yes, on a screen like this, so in theory, when you go mobile, it's 412 pixel width. It also doesn't seem to be correct on a smaller screen. Painful. Why so painful? Okay, 2 columns sounds good. Hey, what are we doing to the canvas? This should apply to all cases, is it? And we're moving padding on larger screen. We want to make sure the 2 columns are side by side. That didn't work, did it? Funny business. Okay, what's going on? There's something not flexing. Something not flexing. That a problem? Flex direction comment for the main content. Remove the padding as well. Oh, come on. It's working. Then on a smaller screen, it doesn't actually work. This is a mobile. Ah, pa, 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 pa. It still doesn't work. Can we regenerate the whole CSS code? Start fresh. Yep. Yeah, this is the problem with neural nets. Is like it's highly non-deterministic. Like as in when it shouldn't be that non-deterministic. Let me turn off the CSS for a sec. Yeah, I'll just keep it in this view. Yeah, now it's kind of training. Okay, now it's converging. Before it was doing funny stuff. And yes, there's a lot of things we could improve. Mainly we're just trying to improve the CSS. Container, canvas, box shadow, okay. Don't need that. Okay, larger screens. So we get 2/3 for the charts and 1/3 for the controls. It's for going up to there, is it? Yeah, remove the smaller screen configuration stuff. Yeah, whatever, it's a bit odd, but converge the training set size. Yeah, sometimes just restarting the training helps. Just a bit odd. Yeah, there's too much random stuff in it, which I don't like. But yeah, neural nets are not going anywhere. Yeah, we're doing too much to fix the styling of it. Let's go back to this. Yeah, no, let's wait. It should be a simple training exercise. The model should be as simple as possible. We are just trying to predict the sinusoid. So especially with no noise in it, the prediction result should be perfect. And then later we want to see how increasing noise in the sinusoid will reduce the performance of the prediction algorithm. Below is the code that we currently have. Any suggestions are welcome. Yep. While it's generating, yeah, we have this other thing that we would like to do. It's a bit of a game, but that's how we learn. So what are these things called? A search puzzle. Shall we just call it puzzle? We'll have a good puzzle, don't we? HTML. I'll do an info, a text. That image is broken. Should have it somewhere. How did that break? Can you see random in it? I don't see anything in it. I think like the way it's the image is being displayed, the letters are being displayed probably makes a lot of difference. Maybe if they're inside boxes might help. Aren't they normally inside boxes, puzzles like this? So where's data? Or did it just hallucinate? Well, anyway, it started generating Python code that we actually want to use to solve these puzzles. But if it can solve a puzzle, then we should also be able to generate more of these puzzles. Yeah, that image. That's not really an info file. This is the prompt do like a prompt 1, prompt 2 files. So we can actually monitor how many sessions we had with a specific tool. Yeah, the info text should have other things in it. So we would like a tool to be able to generate and solve puzzles or like this. We want it as a Flask application. Go. Yep. Start programming. Yeah, this is more like the. Oops. It's the other way around, is it? That will be the prompts. The info will be, yeah, stuff like that. That will be a good info. Yeah, we don't like multiple HTMLs. We like it to be visible in one window. And yes, we like it to be a Flask application, but most of the stuff, if possible, should be done in JavaScript. So we don't spend too much electricity on the server. Okay, while that one's generating, we can go back. a couple of things. We'll turn this in. Can you turn this into HTML text? And then obviously done is working much better as activation function. We will read everything before publishing. Yeah, so you might want to change the optimizer to SGD by default. Select SGD as default instead of Adam. And the activation function I want to be using. Can we use done h as default instead of the ReLU? No. Okay, so we have SGD as optimizer and done H as the activation function, because apparently it's better for sinusoid prediction. And yes, it is doing much better. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not perfect. We don't want it to be perfect. Just train again with more data points. It's getting pretty close to 0, the training loss. That's pretty good. Now the question is, what happens when we increase noise level? Let's just pop it through the roof. And yes, before, still pretty good. Probably could increase the noise level. Maximum of 2 steps of 0.1 should be fine. And to begin with, can I have 0.5? Why do you need this number here and there? So I have some minimal noise. Get down to 0.1 a training loss. If we increase the training dataset, getting just below 0.1, that's only marginal improvement. Increase the number of hidden layer size, both the first and second, to 6 and 4. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's pretty much the same learning rate. Yeah, doesn't make much difference. Let's restart. Yeah, let's do training set size 100, noise level large, the largest can take. Okay, 0.4. Yeah, so, well, that's what we wanted. that's what we wanted to happen, to show how with increased noise the performance of this prediction reduces, and when we move the noise to 0, the performance should increase. I don't know why it's 0.06 as opposed to 0.4. Yeah, so there you go. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll try publishing it on the website. Still might do a few minor improvements. Have the text over there is pretty much the prompts. This style CSS will be clashing. Because we have the style template for the whole project. So we don't want the two style sheets to interfere with one another. And we better finish up. Yeah, happy with that. Example of how to train a neural net. Can you give a summary? We are currently live streaming on YouTube, so you could also do an outro. Be nice. Yep. Was the recent tool on biomedical.com. Go check it out. It was the blind out one, but we also have the particle motion, ECG, label bot. It doesn't really matter. We need the template for what's this called? Particles 2. Particles. This is not a Flask application, this one. Yeah, let's go for, this is just JavaScript. Let's go for cardiobot. Cardiobot must be a Flask app. Yes, it is. Yeah, we need a couple of things from it. We need this my app file. called neural net. A neural net. What else do we need in the HTML for this thing? Templates, index HTML. We need a bunch of stuff. In the body. We need this header. That's what makes it look more familiar. Yes, we can put ads already. It's okay. Otherwise, we'll also forget later on. Can do title. Is it thinking? Is it doing anything? Neural network trainer. A web-based neural network training interface that allows to train neural network on the fly within the browser using TensorFlow.js. Sounds amazing. Need an image. We don't have an image. To update this later. Right, and we have the style set for this tool, and then for the whole project. It's kind of important. I'll finish it up later on. I'll see you in a bit. Let me know if there's any question, put them in the comment. Don't forget to check out biomedical.com. You'll be helping the project this way.